Deontay Wilder, should he retire or should he make a comeback? Deontay Wilder's come out, he's released one of these one of these videos where he's playing videos when he knocked out Stavern. He's playing videos of including some clips of Stephen A. Smith talking about he's finished and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, man, Deontay Wilder seems like he's gonna carry on boxing in this heavyweight division. There's a bit of talk saying whether was he gonna go down to Bridgerweight to go fight Lawrence Okoli. Can you imagine Deontay Wilder gonna go Lorena? Can you imagine Kevin Lorena coming out talking about, oh, should I give Deontay Wilder giving Deontay Wilder an opportunity? Bruv, last time I checked, no one even knows who Kevin Lorena is. But yeah, man, Deontay Wilder, man, looking to come back, into the heavyweight division, and yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see like what fight he takes on first in 2025. Is he gonna fight Anthony Joshua? Is he trying to win belts? Like, what is Deontay Wilder's aim? Like, is it just to make money? Make the biggest fights possible to make the money, or is he still trying to, win world titles? So it's gonna be interesting to see sort of what he's looking to do. He's only recently started talking. Normally, Wilder's quite vocal. He goes on quite popular. He goes on 78 Sports TV, popular channel out there in America. Shout out to them. Shout out to him actually. Wilder's always there, and he hasn't really. People have usually been waiting on those long interviews that he does on there. He hasn't done one. Been waiting to see what's going to happen. But he was on TMZ. Sounded like he's going to be back, and he's dropped a video clearly, really clearly showing that he's going to be back. So before I jump into it, be sure to like my video, share my video, drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Deontay Wilder looking to get back in heavyweight division. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I feel like the type of fights Wilder should be looking at should be sort of the big money fights, the fights that are going to captivate, the public's imagination, captivate the public's interest. Because Wilder's 39, man. It's going to be next year, going to be 40. You know, he can't be. I don't think he's really got it in him from what I've seen in the Zhang fight, in the Parker fight, in him to be fighting. I don't think it's got in him to be fighting the likes of Daniel Dubois or any of these live youngsters that are really hungry, that are looking to really get what he has already achieved. Wilder's already achieved a lot, man. He came into boxing age 21, 22, to really take care of his daughter, the family, and somehow he's found out that he's blessed with this right hand. He's managed to take him all the way to, winning that WBC world title and big money fights against Tyson Fury and other fights he's had against like likes against of Luis Ortiz or Dominic Brazil and all these different types of fights he's had. So really, he's even overachieved beyond what he even probably expected he could do in boxing. So I have to shout him out for that. He's not. There's a lot of other fight, the Furies, even Dubois himself. Started boxing when they were like kids. Wilder started when he was in his early 20s, man. So I have to shout him out for what he's been able to achieve under the circumstances. You know. So people coming out saying, "Oh, Wilder was never good." Listen, you go start trying to box when you're 22, 21, when people's been boxing since they were kids. Usyk been boxing since he was a kid. Even other people like retired like Povetkin boxing since he was a kid. You know, so I have to give shout out to Wilder for where he's come from and obviously what he's hope maybe looking to still achieve in the heavyweight division. But yeah, man, I think the fights, that if I was Deontay Wilder looking at, Anthony Joshua is one that he should be looking at right now. Andy Ruiz is another one in a domestic clash in the United States. That's another one. Jarrell Miller is a good one as well. That's definitely a good fight. Usyk potentially, that's a good one as well because Usyk's not going to be around for very long. So it depends if Usyk decides to stay around. If he beats Tyson Fury, you know, Deontay Wilder's a fight that it could be a big money fight, especially if Wilder looks good. Maybe if off a fight that he does take, maybe he could find himself fight Usyk. So I see age Deontay find people in and around that sort of his own age range, in effect, or his own era. I don't see him fighting Dubois or Bacolis or any of these other guys. There's people in and around his group, the Ruizes, the Jarrell Millers, the maybe the Usyks, AJ, that group. You know that those are places where it's going to generate him the biggest paydays, and at the same time, it's going to give him the respect if he knocks those guys out. So those are the type of fights I think Deontay Wilder should be looking at. But yeah, stay far away from these younger guys because Wilder didn't look great. When he fought Didn't look the best, when he fought Zhilei Zhang. It's not even look the best. We got knocked out by Zhilei Zhang. It didn't look great against Joseph Parker, either, So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see where Deontay Wilder comes from here. But what do you guys think? Do you think Deontay Wilder should retire? Do you think he should actually be making a comeback? He's talking, like he's on it now, but he was talking like he was on it before he fought Zhang, and we saw what happened. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here. He did say he had some sort of a shoulder injury or arm injury where he said that he was actually broken, that he has some sort of high pain tolerance. I don't know what that's all really all about in place there. But what we do know, what is clearly seen, is that his power in that right hand seems to have diminished quite a lot. Like the power on Joseph Parker, he didn't really. His shots had no real effect on Joseph Parker, and Zhilei Zhang, he didn't really land anything flush on Zhang, but the right hands that did land didn't really buckle Zhilei Zhang at all. Didn't see anything like what he's done to Luis Ortiz, where it just flashed knockdowns, and Dominic Brazil right hand ironed him out in one round, or floored Tyson Fury. Excuse me, floored Tyson Fury. That we haven't seen over the last two fights, apart from maybe Hellenius, and Hellenius is done, but against Parker and Zhang, we didn't see that devastating Deontay Wilder. That just wasn't there. So, from Deontay Wilder fans' perspective, I suspect they're going to be quite low key until we see Wilder really detonate a right hand and put someone to sleep. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So yeah, be sure to like the video. What do you guys think? Deontay Wilder, should he retire? Should he make a comeback? Who should he fight next? I reckon he should get that AJ fight sorted, get that AJ fight done. It's been taking too long, man. They're supposed to have fought a long time for whatever reason. Didn't happen, but we got Turkey Al Sheikh. Things can happen. They've also been talking about Ngannou as well. That's another thing that they've been talking about. That would be a big money fight. They could pretty much, build that fight. Who's the baddest puncher on the planet? That's another thing. That could potentially be in the works for Deontay Wilder, and I think that fight would be interesting. It would be. I feel like that if Deontay does fight Ngannou, it's very risky considering the fact that you know Wilder's not, the fundamentals are not as there, at the level like the Tyson Fury or even AJ. So it balances it out a little bit for Ngannou, but the fact that Ngannou got absolutely laid out by AJ's right hand, and he was open for the right hand down the middle. If Ngannou gets caught by Deontay Wilder straight right hand, man, he's going to sleep, man. But yeah, let's be sure to let's see what you guys think. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Check out the comments. I will be replying as well, and be sure to like the video, man. Helps the channel out a lot. Cool.